Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video going to be a quick preview of tonight's match between Celtic and Dinamo Zagreb, our sixth of 8 Champions League fixtures so far this season. Celtic go into tonight's match in 20th place with 8 points and a goal difference of 0, and we're playing against the team 23rd in the league with 7 points and a goal difference of -5, and that's Dinamo Zagreb. A win tonight away from home in Croatia could well guarantee Celtic a playoff place early in 2025, as it should get us enough points to get into that 9 to 24 bracket in the extended Champions League table. Today's video going to have a wee look at predicted lineup, predicted score, some stats, and my own thoughts regarding the game and the way things should pan out, all going to plan. Before we do crack on with the video, just a wee apology for any coughs and sneezes and snuffles, etc. Still fighting off a bit of a coldy flu bug. And just a wee suggestion, reminder, encouragement. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscriber button. Keep the numbers pushing further and further past 1,100. Just one or two wee new subscribers every day just makes me so happy in the lead up to Christmas. Do click that like button if you like the video. It does help boost the channel and get better coverage for Celtic news, and do pop your own thoughts into the comment section, keeping them pleasant and polite, regarding your own predicted lineups, predicted score, and any other thoughts regarding tonight's game against Zagreb. Kickoff tonight is at 5:45, so we're one of the early evening kickoffs. Game will be live as usual on TV. Looking for Celtic to get at least 1, if not 3 points tonight, to get us very close to the magic number to get into the playoff for the last 16 in this year's Champions League. Zagreb have had quite a number of problems with injuries, squad morale, and their manager is under a lot of pressure at the moment. He claims they only have 14 fit players, and also claim they only have one player capable of playing in a striker role, although I do have my doubts that any of that is true. Although, to be fair, they are missing half a dozen or so of their usual first team squad, but they still do have quite a number of full internationals and some very experienced players, including 2 who played for Zagreb the last time we played them 10 years ago, which was a game we lost 4-3 in December 2014, having won the home leg 1-0 with a Chris Commons goal. Looking at some other stats relating to Dinamo Zagreb currently, in all competitive games for the last 5, they have 3 draws and 2 defeats. They haven't won a game in any competition for 5. In the Champions League, they've gone 4 home games without a home win in the Champions League. They've had 2 draws and 2 home defeats in the last 4 Champions League games. Looking at their last 13 home Champions League games, 2 wins, 8 defeats, and 3 draws. So clearly they're not the strongest team in the Champions League playing at home. And indeed, so far their 7 points have been won with an away win against Slovan Bratislava 4-1, an away win against Red Bull Salzburg, home draw against Monaco. They got thumped by Bayern Munich, and they also lost 3-0 to Borussia Dortmund. And so a couple of their games, we've also played the same team. And interestingly, of all teams to have played 50 or more Champions League games, Dinamo Zagreb have the worst losing record. They have lost 68% of their Champions League games over their whole time in the competition. Celtic actually are third worst at a losing percentage of 57%. Anderlecht are the team who are second worst in terms of overall losing record in Champions League. So all those stats, all those omens do point towards Celtic having more than a good chance tonight of getting a point, if not three. And I am personally going for Celtic to win tonight by 2-1. Press conferences yesterday indicated that Celtic do have a full squad, that everybody in the first team squad is available for selection and fit. Some players not in the best of form, such as Dies and Maida, as an obvious example, but I'm looking for him to bounce back in tonight's game, as he does have at the moment 3 Champions League goals, and one more goal in this Champions League campaign would equal the all-time record for Celtic. My predicted lineup for Celtic in tonight's game at 5:45: Kasper Schmeichel in goals, Alice Johnston at right back, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Austin Trusty in central defence. And I'm going to go for Alex Valley at left back, mostly because he's a better defender than Greg Taylor. Bigger, stronger, faster, better defensive positioning, better defensive skills. And he and Trusty worked well together previously, and in the game against Hibs at the weekend, Liam Scales and Greg Taylor were a bit of a liability, and so I'm looking for Farley to start instead on the left. In midfield, Alex Arnie Engels, Rio Hatate, and Carlo McGregor. I think Engels looks like he was back to good form against Hibs, and I'm looking for him to have a big game tonight for Celtic, getting forward as much as he can, as well as helping McGregor and Hatate battle things out in midfield. Out wide on the right, Nicholas Kuhn. Hopefully he's going to get back into form and fitness. He's been a wee bit off colour the last couple of games. As I said, Dijsselmeyer on the left. Again, hoping for him to get back to his usual self. And up front, going to go for Kyogo rather than Adam Ida, as I think his pace on the last defender's shoulder might well be a good feature for Celtic to exploit. Zagreb tend to be a team that gets the ball forward very quickly, looks to battle out in midfield and then counter-attack, and so I do wonder whether, with a combination of them having a slightly unsettled team, an unsettled squad, not in the best of confidence and the best of form going into this match, with them not having won any games for the last 5. So I do think Celtic can take advantage of Zagreb, maybe not being in the best of form and the best of team stability, and to get a win tonight. Said going to go for a 2-1 win tonight, which should put Celtic just about on the verge of confirmed playoff position. All the stats gurus are suggesting 10 points should be enough and 11 will be enough. But obviously, until all 8 sets of fixtures have been completed, one can't be definite. But obviously, 3 points tonight would put Celtic very much on the verge of qualifying for the playoffs, as we still have a home game against Young Boys Bern, who are currently lying 36th and last in the Champions League groups, and then we'll have a away game against Aston Villa, who are bordering on a top 8 position at the moment. And hopefully, by the time we get to the away game against Villa, Celtic will already have their position in the playoff all done and dusted, and just waiting for which particular seeding Celtic get for that stage. But we won't count any of our chickens or turkeys just yet. We'll see how the points pan out, how all the fixtures pan out, and hopefully Celtic do secure their deserved place in the last 16 playoffs. Looking at the various different football news sites and Celtic news sites this morning, doesn't appear to have been any progress with Celtic signing an extended contract for Greg Taylor or Kasper Schmeichel or the young talented striker Daniel Cummings, nor are there any players, it would appear at the moment, being lined up to come into Celtic during the winter transfer window, nor are there any strong stories of any Celtic players leaving during the winter transfer window. So I think we will call things to a halt at that point there. Just a wee polite encouragement, suggestion, reminder. If you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscribe button. Please do click that like button if you liked the video, and do feel free to pop your pleasant, polite debating points, opinions, thoughts, comments into the comment section regarding your own predicted score, lineup, etc. I will be doing, if all goes to plan, a post-match review video tomorrow morning. And so until tomorrow's video, good luck Celtic in your game against Zagreb tonight. Goodbye and hail, hail.